Every morning, Mr. Gedo walks briskly a little step after step from his home all the way to Catholic Integrated Primary School, a school he's been teaching for the past 26 years. Gedo lost his eyesight at a very young age through measles, a damnification he's been carrying ever since. Today, he's been taken to school by two of his young children. The father of 7 is given a closer and tight embrace by some of his students as he is welcomed back to school. The smile in his face, though, is closely washed away by fear, not only for their future but also his. I sit down with him to know what's really ailing him.
I was caught by measles and then I became blind. So my parents, they never knew what to do. So they took me to Wajir hospital and they left me. Then an Italian lady, Alalina, found me in the hospital and she took me. So she's the one who educated me from primary to secondary. In the morning, when I come from home, I have my 2 boys. They take me from home up to school. On the way, you always don't rely on lifts because you are not sure whether you will get it. So I foot. From home to school I foot. To get a lift, it's once in a blue moon. So when we foot, you might hit a stone on the way, but we manage. But it is good to have a guide. The county government do not pay for the guide. I have a right to have a guide. So it's my right to have it.
Despite his inability to see, Gedo's approach to education has been essential in shaping him to be the man he is today.
I was doing the course of operating. I finished in 1990. After the graduation, I came to Wajir to look for a job. They told me that there is no blind operating in Wajir. So I was demoralized. After doing all those courses for 2 years, I got demoralized. And then I stayed 1 year without anything. That is the whole of 1991. I stayed without anything. Then in 1992 September, I joined the in-service of special education. And then in 1993 February, I came here.
Gedo, however, prides himself in some of the students who have taken the studies and defied the very odds.
You said about fish made? Obtain? Small? Yes?
Working with them to and from school. Always protecting your eyes and this of other children.
I'm teaching here from 1993. This is my 26th year. Within that period, from 93 to now, I've taught many blind children. The children that I taught, some of them, one of them is a teacher in Dadaab. Another one is in the town, he has no job. And the others without jobs.
As Ismail exits his primary education, the big hurdle remains with the little ones who are yet to grapple with school life. The special books are very expensive to obtain and manage, and the school, however, calls for all the help they could obtain in improving these deplorable conditions.
The challenges that I got when I came to the school. First, the apparatus, to teach them are not found here. They have to be taken from Nairobi. Every time there is a book, it has to go to Nairobi. When there is a braille machine, it has to go to Nairobi. Also, papers, the papers for writing, it has to be taken from Nairobi. So all the things, it has to come from Nairobi. There's nothing that come from here. And another thing is, this class is very small. We need a big class. We also need a library to keep our books. Our books are now kept somewhere else, so the children cannot get access to the books. So if they have their own library, which is equipped, at least they can go to the library, they can read the books, and then they can be independent.
We have 18 children who need urgent intervention. There are some children who have been corrected and now they are seeing well. The other thing is that the teaching and learning material for the visual impairment is very expensive. And we are moving now from the analog to digital. And the braille that we have is the manual braille, and the manual braille costs 85,000. And these days we have what is called a smart brailler, which costs 250,000. And we find that the government is trying its part, because they have employed for us the supportive staff who are taking care of these children. At the same time, they are giving us money for teaching and learning materials. Despite that, we are requesting, if there is any other donors also, to come and also help us to purchase this teaching learning material, because it is very expensive.
Teaching students with special needs requires a lot of patience. While some completely refuse to learn, it only takes a special heart to change their attitudes. As for the kids of Catholic Integrated Primary School, Mr. Gedo is their special heart, and they really don't want to lose him anytime soon. Suleiman Abdikadir, Alpha TV, Wajir County.